Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm about half an hour late. So sorry for that. I'm going to share the stream on ArtStation on Facebook and Instagram. So hey man. So again, this is George Zaky. I'm a 3D character artist from Egypt. I'm a stylized character artist. Um, you probably, if you're a character artist, you probably saw one of my character blockout somewhere. Uh, so I'm selling my blockout on ArtStation store if you are interested in that, and I'm doing a stream every Saturday at this time. Uh, so not a huge introduction, but yeah, if you're interested in learning anatomy or learning character blockouts in general, you might want to check out my art station for that. Um, so today I want to show you something. So today I will be sculpting this guy from Marvel Rivals. And if you don't know, I have released a new product on my art station as well. This is an IMM brush available in both ZBrush and Blender. These are basically anatomy lockout and anatomy low poly shapes. So you get your volumes right, then you can extract the polygroups representing the anatomy shapes to achieve more details in your blockouts. I'll show you that in a moment, of course. But yeah, this is a few examples I did with the IMM brush. This is an orc character. This is another one. This is I did that on the last stream. I did this as a test. I was testing the IMM brush. So I have released a free update for that. I have added a female torso blockout, a an improved leg anatomy. As you can see, all the muscles, the important muscles of the legs are there, and it's still super low poly, so you won't have to work uh, to work too much on this to achieve your anatomy details. So this is it, and let's get started. Uh, so this is the sphere. I don't want the sphere. I want one of my heads. So I have two heads here. This one, this one has a much higher poly count. It's still super low poly, but yeah, it has few more poly count than the other one. This one, if you want to achieve a generic look, you don't feel comfortable working on this one, you can start working with this. Get your volumes right, get your proportions right. Then you can add the other shapes with the IMM brush I have here. So let's get started. I'll start working with this one because I feel comfortable working on the on anatomy, you know. Don't I don't fear the much higher poly count I have on this one. So again, I'm going to push this nose upward a little. This is of course Marvel Rivals character, so it's a superhero, and it's a pretty generic, this one. So I won't work so much on his head. So here I'm already divided the head into few polygroups. So I masked the eyes area. I want to scale this down a little. Let's blur the mask. Then let's scale this down a little. Let's invert the mask, making the skull. Want to make though to have a wide chin for that, and more pronounced cheekbones here. And actually, I want to push the cheekbone here upwards a little for the chin. I want to have this square shape for the chin, like that. Just pushing a few points, few of the points I already have here. So see, you don't want to work with clay every time. You just want to achieve your proportions and your volumes using few little polygons like that. Then after that, you can add your details next, which is a piece of cake if you get your volumes right. So like literally you're not going to work too much if you get your volumes right. So this is let's mark that. This is his mouth. This is the mouth area for me. So I'll just shape a very basic mouse shape here. Just an indication here to as a reference point later. Or see, this is the for the muscles around his mouth. So his nose is I can um pull his nose down a little here, make it a bit more thinner here. And putting this one upwards. Yeah, like that. I want to fix the curve here, his mouth. So superhero characters. So the eyebrows has to be a bit pronounced here. Yeah, just like that. Trying to match the silhouette here. So I was wondering if one of you guys who's watching right now uh had my IMM brushes here. And of course, if you had any feedback, would be nice. Thanks. So I did the the edge flow and the I don't want to ever overwhelm myself with whole the whole face edge flow, because I don't want the details. I don't want to add any details, so I only have the important landmarks, only the important landmark. So I do want to add his beard and add his headband, but yeah, let's continue. Because again, I don't want to overwhelm myself with the details right now. So just want to show you another example of the IMM brush I did here. So let's add his ears, just like that. Still pretty much. Uh, let's click on mask here. Let's enable dynamic local let's enable local symmetry here. Adding his ears in place like that. Yeah, the bottom of his ears and his eyes like this. Adjusting the proportions and the intersections here. Yeah, this is nice. Get it up a little bit here. Uh, want to fix the rotation. we want to I want the cursor to have a pronounced chewy muscles here. So this line here going to be visible this way. This muscle, I want it to be a little bit visible. So yeah, like that. This is a good looking head so far. So let's add his neck. Oh, this is wrong orientation here. So again, split and mask. As you can see, the neck already have the edge flow I want. So just want to add it in place like this. And if I want, let's say I want to add thickness to the neck. I only want to inflate it a little bit here, just like that. Then I'll use the move brush. Is it too long? Yeah, like that. As you can see, now we have his neck. Yeah, just like that. Now I want to store as you can see, I think it matched the proportions a little bit here. Let's decrease the opacity a little bit. Where is it? The opacity. I want to match the muscle flow. Yeah, like this. Okay. So let's push this and this up a little. So like this. Okay. Now I want to add his torso. Again, I have a an IMM torso for that. I'll just drag, split and mask, and yeah, this is his torso. I'll just add it in place like this, scale it up. Let's see compared to the concept. So what do we have here? Let's inflate this a little, just a little. I will then push the push these points just to match the overall silhouette, as you can see here. So I think I moved it. Yeah. I want to match the lines of his abs for the wideness of his abs. I think I'll push the more, a little bit more here. His back, let's see. We want to push his back a little. Let's from the front here. Let's put his back a little bit here. This area. Let's push this upwards like that. Like this, I think. Let's add volume here. I think I have a let's see. I think I had a side view for the character. I'm adjusting the neck muscles here. So let's see this again. Let's just want to see what's going on here. Let's add the crease here for his muscles. Let's add another crease here. Hey guys. So I don't really know if you are enjoying, just enjoying what you see, or just let me know you are here, guys. No, I'm not speaking to myself, you know. Hopefully not. So I think I can, let's see. Yeah, I think I can load the front and back here. We want to check the side view a little bit here. So from the front, I think the proportions are right, but from his let's tour this view. Let's see from the side view here. I know the nose had a bit of a problem here. Let's tour the side view. Let's the final view here, the back view, because I want to match the muscles and get all the basically I want to get all the muscle flow here, right? So this is it from the front view. Thank Raphael. So did any of you guys uh sculpt any character using the IM brush? I'd really like to see it. If you want to share, of course, just share it on your social media and mention me. I'll reshare it. I'd like to see your work with the IM brush, really. I have to scale this down a little, pushing the back muscles down a little here. Because I didn't want, I still have the pelvis. I don't, still didn't touch his pelvis yet. So the muscles are fine so far. The proportions are right. So the side view, as you can see, I can scale this, or I'll just use the move brush just in case I missed something. So still want to add his pelvis as as I said here. So let's add let's store a back view, like I said. Let's store back view here. Don't want to have it one-to-one with the concept here. But I'll try my best to get it as close as possible. Let's see the model opacity. Decrease it a little bit. Still volumes. So, hey Andrew, welcome, welcome. So you can see this one, guys. The this round area here. Let me mark it for you. This is where basically you attach your shoulder. So sorry for that. So like this. So now I have, let's decrease the opacity here a little bit. Now I have I think the right proportion for his torso. I do want to match the rib cage here, just to make it fit nicely. So this is it. Let's clear all the views for now. Don't know what I did here. Have any of you step the machine snapping to each view? I'll be sure to watch in case you mention it in your stream. So this is the timeline. I'll show you. So this is a timeline. The timeline here. You can view it by. Let me remember. Yeah, this is the Where is it? Movie, yeah. Timeline, show. And you can store the view by just pressing here. Now you have this view stored. See? Like this. If you want to delete it, you just want to drag the to the canvas here. Thanks. Glad it helps. Really. I'm really glad I could help. Always. Oh, the yeah, model opacity, of course, the model opacity. So now I'm done with his torso. I want to, I want to have the, let's add, yeah, like this, like this, and improve the volumes here a little bit, like this. This is a much nice, nicer silhouette here. Now I'll add his shoulder, which of course I have a separate IM brush for it. So let's split unmasked. Let's increase the volumes here. Just add it in place like this. Yeah, like that. On the back view, I want to push it upward. Of course, he gonna have a large deltoid. So from the back, the basically the deltoid here is attached to the spine of the scapula, which is this this line here. This is the spine of the scapula. A very important landmark, just for you to know the where it attached from the back. From the front, of course, it is the clavicle, which is this part here. This is the clavicle. Yeah, like this. So I really want the character to have a T pose or an A pose. Not, I don't want his. I don't want basically I don't want his hands to be this close. But yeah, let's follow the concept first. Let's enable our view again. Let's press front. Yeah, let's scale this down a little bit here. So his deltoid, of course, because this is a superhero, tends to go to tilt it forward just a little bit here and tilt it like this. Let's rotate it a little bit more. Like this. see these plane changes here. I want to capture them actually. So let's try to capture the like this. Something like that. Yeah, just going back and forth between them to try to achieve a much better volumes like this. Yeah, this is it for the shoulder. I think for the side view of his shoulder, I can use this as a reference here. Uh, let's just store it like this. You know, choosing your reference makes your work uh choosing the right reference, of course, makes you work a little bit faster than usual. Not super fast. I won't lie. I'm not a fast sculptor whatsoever, but yeah, I'm trying my best not to mess around too much. Just trying to match it as close as possible. Just like that. So make the just to fix the area here. Don't quite like it. So now I want to add his pelvis. I really want to add his pelvis just to fix a few areas here. Once I add his pelvis, I'll try to make the proportion a little bit here. Then mask it again. Move it forward. Inflate it. Scale this. Scale it this way. Yeah. Mm, think I will try to add a I'll try to fix the pelvis, the IMM brush, I mean, just by as I'll show you. So the pelvis had quite a much lower poly count than the rest of the body here. So it's not going too well, I think, at all. You know, see, I want to match the point here, so I usually want to add. I'd really want to add a yeah. Eventually add few more edge loops here for the pelvis to match the points and the intersections here, as you can see. Yeah, like this. This will do. So right now I'll have to add his arms. So let's add his arm. So his arm, of course, I have the an iron brush for the arm. Let's add this. Just drag as usual. Now we'll fix the rotation of the arm a little bit here. The scale. Let's use split and mask here. Let's uh let's scale it to the right. Let's rotate it a little bit here. Inflate, inflate this, rotate it a little bit more. So I'll try to fix his back a little. His back muscles. Just inflate the triceps here. See, this is why I usually I really want to add the I think this will do like this. Uh and again now I'm working on the shoulder. I really think I will try to add a few edge loops here just to fix the the area here of his shoulder. Okay. Let's let's add the other part and fix the intersections later. I don't want to focus on one part. Let let's add even the details we have here a little. So let's focus on the other part of the body. Like this. This is the right side view for his body here. So let's increase the opacity here a little bit. Let's fix the bicep. Ah, I just want to shape it right, giving it the right shape here and the right volumes for all the muscles. So let's save, as I usually lose my work around this point. Zbrush live. This is day 14, I think. So this is day. This is, I think this is 4 or 0. So this is the arm, the upper arm. Let's add the lower arm. Like again, I do have an this is the lower leg. Where is the lower arm? Yeah, let's use the lower arm IM brush here. Yeah, this is okay. I'll just fix the rotation here. The rotation here a little bit. So yeah, like this. Let's increase the volumes here. Let's push this inward. Increase the volumes a little bit more. Let's push this way. Get it this way. So this is the arm. Let's scale this down a little, rotate it a little bit here. Just fixing the proportions. So this is the this part needs to go down. Really want to add the shape here. Let's fix the intersection here between the biceps and the tricep. Of course, I have all the muscles information I want here. So I won't really bother. this. This is the brachioradialis here. This is where I usually placed it here. Again, I'm trying so hard to match the concept one to one. I want this will cause a lot of problems right now with the proportions, as you can see here. But yeah, I'll just try to match it as close as possible, not 100% of course, but yeah, as close as I could. Again, trying to match the concept, the proportions I have, with the all the views, which again, not a super good idea. I mean, it's not wrong to do this, but I feel like this is a bit too soon for me to match the proportion, as I usually merge all the pieces together first, then then match the proportions after that. So as for now, I think so. This is it for the for his arm. Of course, I will fix the proportions here and there a little bit more. But yeah, let's try to not overdoing it. Uh, this is the I'll eventually make a T pose. So this proportion, or the A pose, I'm sorry. So these proportions won't be much of a problem once I add once I did the A pose for the character. So for the hands, uh I have a two options here. This is composed of three parts, and this one is composed of one part but polygroup. So, and each finger, each line here represent a place for his fingers. So even representing the muscles of his hands, the flexors and extensors, I mean. So let's increase the volumes here. So let's fix the rotation here. Let's add the hands in place like this. Yeah, let unmask. I I only want to see his hands for now. So let's scale this down, rotate it a little bit here. Just an average between all the viewports. Yeah, like this. And let's fix the connections here. Again, the proportions, I will get them right eventually, but let's focus on the I'm good in getting all the main parts right, the main anatomy part. Then we can easily fix any kind of proportions here. Let's add the fix the trapezius here, the tricep. Yeah, the tricep. Yeah, like this. So this is the hand, the palm of the hand, at least. Yeah. So any questions so far, guys? Sorry, I'm not speaking too much here. Just showing you how easily I can get the muscles right with super low poly object like this, you know. Just uh, just want to share my IMM brushes. I recently add. We can start working from scratch if you don't like. If you like it, of course, go and get it from my art station. This way you can also support me. Just fixing the volumes of his arms a uh, little bit distracted, I think. So for the fingers, again, I do have an IM brush for the fingers. This is the thumb. Just drag and yeah, you have a thumb. This is the place for the thumb where you put it. So this is an individual polygroup just for you to share to follow, guys. So let's enable dynamic symmetry here. Because I usually want to have symmetry. I always want to have the symmetry while working on his fingers. So like this, let's rotate it a little bit here. This will do. I know the other place will usually be like this. You can disable local symmetry and dynamic list mirror, mirror and weld, local, like this. So this is the thumb. This is a bit too huge, so let's scale it down a little. Let's increase the volume a little bit too. Yeah, like this. Now I have the thumb. Oh, let's disable for this. Yeah, this will do for the thumb. Again, a little bit too huge. Scale it down a little, adjusting his position here. Let's add the other fingers. From this one, there is a finger. Just again drag like this, and now you have a finger. I think I won't work too much here on his fingers. Maybe I'll make it a little bit wider here like this. Rotate it a little bit. Yeah, but usually this will do. The same length as his wrist. Usually the same width of his split and mask. Like this. Let's duplicate this finger. Move it. Rotate it a little bit here. Let's just with volumes here. Yeah, rotate it a little bit here. Scale it up a little. Disable dynamic. Again, let's duplicate this. Move it in place like this. Let's enable dynamic again. Let's scale this down a little. Just a little, move it down. Disable local symmetry again. Make the places his fingers a little bit wider so that it fits the fingers. First, I'll fix the proportion of his hand. Hey, Amazing Tales, can you check out my art? Sure, you can send me your art station. My social media. I share on Instagram, Zaky.George. If you want, of course. Let's duplicate this for the pinky. Let's scale this down. Scale this down. I can rotate this. Put it inward. Put this one outward. Put the pinky inward here. Rotate it. Yeah, like this. And of course, not like this. Like this. No. Let's disable local symmetry. Let's press mirror, mirror and weld, mirror, mirror and weld, mirror, mirror and weld, mirror, mirror and weld, mirror, mirror and weld. Like this. I have the fingers, which is I think it's a bit huge. His whole hand can be scaled down a little, and I will scale the hands down a little. But yeah, let's just continue working on this. And of course, his hands need to be scaled down a little. I will scale this down, but before that, I want to have. Oh, let's put the area here. Let's replicate. Yeah, like this. can push this upward, push this down, just to match the shape of his muscles a little bit here. These lines, we want to match them as well. Yeah, this will do. Yeah, this is okay now. Uh, so this is this is his arms and his hands basically. So let's add his whole arm and his fingers into a let's exclude his shoulder maybe. So let's add them to a new folder called arm. Let's hide this. Hide the arm here. Now I want to start working on his feet. Let me join the torso with his pelvis by using merge down here. Yeah. Now let's add his feet his leg. So his leg, I want to use a different uh upper leg now. So I have two different upper legs. Let me show you. I have this one. As you can see, this one has all the important muscles as group. So it's more for the your stylized uh a more stylized anatomy that has all the muscles. And I have, where is it? I also have this one. Where is it? Um, Upper leg. This is the upper leg. This is the normal upper leg I have. Again, it has all the muscles information, of course. It still has all the muscle informations you want. But this one is for more stylized, uh, not super anatomically correct models. And if you want some creases in certain areas, this one will be enough. So I want to add the other one, but this is a muscular character. So let's disable dynamic local symmetry. Add the leg. Let's yeah, let's split and mask, moving the head in the leg in place like this. Let's enable local symmetry without dynamic, of course. Let's inflate just by using inflate, as you can see. Let's inflate again. Scale this down. We want to check from all angles. Just want to check I get all the shapes right. Let's scale this down a little bit more. Yeah, let's push these points with the point for his knees. Let's use the inflate here. Let's use the inflate here. Let's make his this area here. Yeah, these are yours and they're available on my art station. Yeah, these are mine, available on my art station if you're interested in having them. Yeah, you can check out my art station. Link in the description, by the way. Yeah, all the IM brushes you can see here. You see here is available on my art station basically, and they work on Zbrush 2022, Zbrush 2025, all versions, and I included the FBX files, blend files. Yeah, pretty much everything I have is included. So I want to have a squarish hats here. So I'll just pull this point here. I want to have the same angle here. Yeah, this will do. Again, this is why I want to add I want to add a few more polygons for his pelvis. As you can see, the intersection here, I don't really like it. So yeah, this will do. Again, for this part, this will do. Cool, thanks. Uh, Glad my posts and my work are this helpful to you. So this is the upper leg. Let's add the lower leg. Again, I want to add the lower leg with the more muscles and yeah, this is the lower leg with more muscles. Group again, all group. That split and mask, and let's adjust the scale and the proportions. Let's inflate this, scale this down. Scale this down a little. Oh, right. So I want to have the right rotation here. So I don't really want to mess the proportions of his lower feet. Yeah, like this. Just like that. Adjusting from every angle. The side view is probably the most useful here. So I'll try to match the leg proportions with the side view I have here. The front view also. Yeah, like this. Now this is a perfect leg. Want to put the point a little. Adjusting the muscles here and the this is the flat area caused by the bone here. So I'll try to make Like just here a little. Yeah, like this. You see the end of the knee, the end of his knee has to attach on this bony landmark I was talking about. So again, not trying to be perfect, but yeah, as close as possible. So yeah, this is his legs. I want to rotate a little like this. Just a little bit, as I don't really want his leg to be straight. This has to be a very thin area. Yeah, like this. Maybe decrease the thickness of the bony landmark. This is a bony landmark, by the way. So let's decrease the thickness of it a little to match the other one here, like this, like this. Yeah. Uh, now, now I want to now I really want to add his feet just to improve the silhouette a little bit here. Let's create it. Let unmask. Let's work from the side view. Inflate, scale, move it in place like this. Scale this down. Again, scale this to the side. Yeah, this is the flat here caused by the perspective. Don't really care about perspective now. Yeah, this is it. The shape of his feet. Yeah, this is it for the back view. Don't really want to work on the back view. But yeah, let's uh now let's save. Let's unhide all. I want that to be out of this. Yeah, like this. So his hands basically need to be fixed because I think that I calculated his ears too. Yeah, don't his ears. Let's clear all the references here. Now now I want to fix the arms and the hands. Just want to fix them little. Uh, one moment. Sorry for that, guys. So, uh, let's press the pause. Let's save. Let's save. Let's to be in the save type here. Let's let's press the pause mesh for only the hands, the arm and the hands, of course. But yeah, let's press that. I want to rotate the pinky here a little. Fixing these intersections here. I'm almost there, guys. So again, if you have any, any questions whatsoever, let me hear it. Okay, I want to scale down his arms, so let's use mask lasso. Let's center the mask around this area. Let's scale this down. Let's get it down a little. just a little here. And after scaling, I will give you volumes here. Uh, I think this is good enough. I'll deflate the fingers just a little bit, just a tiny bit here and there. Again, almost there, guys. Let's now let's press T-pose subtool, because this is the how I want his hands basically. So now I really want to make a bit of a T-pose, and for this I will just have to I'll just have to select all his arms, all included here. So I'll just have to mask this area, and again not exclude his face like this. I only want his shoulder. Let's mask these points here like this, pushing this outward a little, just a little bit, not trying to overdoing the proportions here. Like this, increasing the volume here, pushing it forward a little bit, rotate his rotate his fingers a little bit to the inside here, and yeah. So you can start from this and make and continue sculpting to make the whole character you want, you know. Or if I want, let's say I want to push the this character a little bit further. What can I do? I usually, before merging, of course, let's we have about let's go for another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, let's do it for let's do uh another 20 minutes. Let's do it. So, what I usually do now is that um I have all the muscles. Remember, I have all my muscles here, or all the back muscles, the muscles on the front, the pecs, the abs. But I want it separately, you know. I want to have these these muscles separate as a separate as a separate object. What can I do? What can I do? What I usually do is that you can let me show you. Wait, let's duplicate the torso. Let's isolate everything except the pecs. Sorry, the pecs. Let's uh let's assign a poly group here. Oh, let's duplicate this. Let's use select lasso. I want to hide also this part. I don't want uh yeah, let's have these. Let's use delete hidden. Let's just extrude all. So Q mesh, poly group all, and yeah, let's scale this or extrude. Let's extrude another. No, let's give it another extrusion here. So like that, I have uh, a separate muscles, separate pecs muscles here, chest muscles. I can have more control over it. I can divide, of course. You can divide, can start adding details, any of the details you want, just like that. It's this easy, guys. You see, I have my chest muscles. I can add this triangular shape if I want. Yeah, this is the chest muscle. Let's see which muscle do we have. We want to extract next. From the concept, let's see the concept. I want to extract this whole part for the rib cage, for example, you know. I will just hide everything except this part, of course. And uh, let's hide this part also. Let's delete hidden. Let's push this inward a little, because this is going to be a muscle. Let's enable the modular brush. Let's extrude, just a tiny bit of extrusion, and extrude here to the inside here. Let's give it another extrusion like this. Let's divide. Let's give it volumes here. Let's push this point upward a little. Again, it is this easy, guys. to make your muscle details if you want. It's really this easy. Let's separate this as a few polygroups. Let's have this part as a polygroup like this. Let's delete hidden. Let's 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 even add here an edge loop here. Let's extrude this outwards. Oh, before extruding, let's delete hidden again. Extrude it outward, extrude it this way. Let's add an edge loop here, just a support edge loop. Let's use divide. Let's inflate this. Now I have his app, the first muscle, his app. So I can adjust his the proportion, of course, anything I want, basically. I can adjust it with ease. So this is his app. Can always come back to it to add another details if I want. Yeah. Let's duplicate this again. Let's focus on this first also. Just this area here. Let's make another muscle. Yeah. Let's add an edge loop here. Let's hidden first. Let's add an edge loop here. Let's delete delete this one. Let's add an edge loop here. Delete hidden course first. Let's use divide. Oh, let's before divide, let's extrude it outward just a tiny bit. Let's extrude it inward. Let's use divide. Of course, I have a supported edge loop, so the divide is not affecting the geometry this much. Yeah, this is nice so far. Yeah, like this. Let's add another one. Let's duplicate this. Let's hide these. Let's delete hidden. Let's add an edge loop here. I hope this is not super overwhelming, guys, if you're still there, of course. Let's use again, let's extract outward, extract inward, again, divide, frame it. Let's unhide everything. Yeah, like this. Let's add the fun part of the muscles. I really like to extrude these. So this is a part here. Like this. Let's delete hidden. Let's add an edge loop here. Let's extract outward, extract inward. Let's press divide. Let's inflate. push it this way, clearing all the gaps here. Let's inflate it a little bit here. So this is going to be a bunch of extrusion. So before that, let's unhide everything. Let's duplicate it. Always duplicate first, then you can delete hidden, add an edge loop here. If you want to add an edge loop here, maybe. Delete hidden, extract, extract, extrude, sorry. Let's divide. See, you get your volumes right first. All the other muscles will be just an extraction for the already grouped muscle. So this is the true potential of the IMM primitive. The true potential that you only want to focus on getting your main shapes, your volumes, then it's just a bunch of extracting the polygroups here. Let's duplicate again. Let's make the all the 4 muscles or 3 muscles here first. Then we'll focus on the other ones. Let's delete hidden. Let's add a loop here. Let's loop here. Let's extract it outward, extract inward, divide, and just like that. I have the muscles here. Like this. Let's add another one. There are 2 still missing. These 2. So let's duplicate this again. Delete hidden, just add an edge loop here, an edge loop here, extrude outward a little, extrude inward, divide, and voila. We have our 3rd muscle here from this group. So the final one. Let's I really want to let's save first. Let's name it number 3. Yeah. Let's inflate. Okay, the last one. Let's delete hidden, add an edge here. Just an extraction. Extruding here, divide, and we have our last muscle. So this is the last one. Let's add the muscles from his obliques. I think I will just delete hidden, extrude it outward, extrude inward, just use slide and inflate a little here, moving the point. Another one here. Let's duplicate this. Let's delete hidden. Extrude it outward, extrude inward, and use divide. See all the intersections here you get for free. So I want to add all the muscles. So let's duplicate this. Let's delete hidden, extrude outward, extrude inward. Let's press divide. Let's inflate the whole thing like this. And just like that, we have our obliques. Let's make the external obliques. Let's duplicate this, hide everything, delete hidden, extrude outward, extrude inward, divide, and I have my oblique. You see it live, guys. This is how I do it these days. This is the power of the IMM primitive, the true potential of the IMM primitive here. You don't want, you only want to basically you only want to have your volumes, right, as I said earlier, then so I will have it like this. So no problem. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude upward, extrude inward, and divide. And let's see it in action. Let's inflate just a little bit of inflation here. Let's add the see, this is the clavicle I'm talking about. This one and this one also. Only want this part. I forgot to duplicate. Right, duplicate this. Combine. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward. Let's add an edge loop here, maybe. Let's press divide. This is the just a bony landmark I want to add to represent the scapula. So let's duplicate again. Let's add the muscles on his back here. Let's divide, or let's delete hidden. Let's extrude. Let's add an edge loop here, maybe not. An edge loop here. Won't harm. Divide. Oh, only the single extrusion. I want two extrusion for it to work. Let's press divide. Let's this is the muscle here. Muscles of the scapula. Let's duplicate this. Delete hidden. Let's add an edge loop here. Let's extrude outward. Let's extrude inward. Let's divide. I think I'll make a script. This is an idea I want to experiment. I think I'll add a script or something that add a thickness with a an edge loop around this thickness, a poly loop. So I'll just experiment with that later. But for now, I think I will. This triangle here. Let's delete hidden. Let's add an edge loop here. Let's extrude outward, extrude inward, and divide. I know this is a bit too much, maybe, for you guys. For the muscles, of course, but yeah. Like to work with muscles. Let's duplicate this. I think this is going to be the final part. Yeah, this is the end. Let's press Ctrl W, delete hidden, and extrude outward. Just a little bit here, extrude inward, divide, and we have our lat. This is the lat here. Let's push this one down here. See the torso now from a low poly to this detailed muscles you can see here. So this is the torso. Let's duplicate this. I want to have the clavicle. I just like to have the clavicle here. So let's add the clavicle, because why not? Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward, extrude inward, unhide everything. Let's press divide. Let's inflate this, making a stylized shape for the clavicle. This is too wide, so let's try to fix this a little. Let's move it upward a little. Yeah, like this. This is the clavicle. So this is it for the torso muscles. Let's add a neck muscle, the sternocleidomastoid here. Let's duplicate the neck. Let's hide everything except the sternocleidomastoid. This. Let's extrude outward a little. Let's extrude inward a bit more. Let's divide and let's use the inflate. Again, let's delete this. Let's let's duplicate this. Delete hidden. Again, extrude outward, extrude inward, divide, and yeah, I have the other muscle here. Let's attach it to the clavicle here, adjusting the shape, the volume. Let's add the volume here. Yeah, like this. Now add let's add the other muscles, the other muscle groups. Yeah, I think I'll go for 2 hour and a half, and I'll call it a day. Oh, uh, this was too much. For the deltoid, I'll just duplicate, extrude, duplicate, delete hidden, extrude outward, extrude inward, divide, and I have my deltoid. Again, duplicate, delete hidden, extrude outward, extrude inward, divide. Again, duplicate this, delete hidden, extract outward, extract inward, and divide. This is the last head. Like this. I have the deltoid, as you can see here. Let's start working on the arm muscles. Again, pretty much as straightforward. Let's duplicate this. Let's before duplicate this. Oh, let's delete the duplicate here. Yeah, let's actually let's make this muscle much wider, maybe more wide, and then yeah, yeah, please like this. Let's duplicate this. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward a little bit. Let's extrude inward. Let's divide. So, like this. Let's duplicate this one again. Let's unhide everything except this. Delete hidden. Extrude outward, extrude inward, divide, and I have muscles here. Yeah, let's duplicate this. Let's extract the triceps here. The triceps. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward a little. Let's extrude inward a little. Let's press divide. So this is it for the triceps here. Let's extract the other muscles here. Yeah, let's duplicate this. Let's focus on this here. Let's extract. Extract. Oh, let's treat hidden first. Let's extract. Extrude. Sorry, extrude this first. Oh, I forgot to duplicate. I think. Oh no, nothing serious. So this is the arm. Let's extrude the extract the other muscles here, or the muscles of his forearm here, and we'll call it a day. I have 10 minutes. So yeah, let's extrude the muscles from his arm. Let's duplicate this. Let's extrude the sternogladiomastoid, for example. Let's let's delete hidden. Let's extract or extrude a little bit outward, extrude a little bit inward, and yeah, let's press divide. And this is the sternogladiomastoid, or the what let's say the brachyradialis. That's the name. That's its name. So this is the brachyradialis. So let's duplicate this again, delete hidden the extensors, delete hidden, extrude outward a little, extrude inward, a little bit more here, just a bit of inflation here. With the move brush, maybe smoothing this out a little, like this. Let's duplicate this. Let's extract or extrude this triangle here. Okay, let's keep hidden. Let's extrude this outward, extrude this inward. Let's press divide and let's move it. 2 point. Like that. Let's again duplicate this. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward a little bit. Let's extrude inward a bit more. And let's press divide. And let's I want to fix this is a note again for me. I really want to fix the muscles or the flow of his arm a little bit. I'll fix this eventually. The muscle groups here requires a bit of a cleanup, which I really don't like it. I want you guys to have, you know, as less tip as possible, you know. So I'm going to try and find a few other solutions for the So let's duplicate this. Let's add the flexors. Let's delete hidden. Let's extract outward a little. Extract inward. Extrude inward. Let's press divide. And let's add the crease here. Not a very sharp crease, but yeah, let's add a crease here. So let's add the final touch here. Let's add let's duplicate this first and let's delete everything except this part. Maybe delete this one. Hi, man. Glad someone's still here. Yeah. So, thanks so much for that. So let's delete hidden. Yeah, let's press delete hidden. Let's use the Z modeler again. Extract, extrude, divide, and oh, where's the solution? Let's extrude again. All polygon. Let's add this, and then let's add let's extrude inward a little. Extrude this one, divide, and we have our last piece here. I need. I really think I need translate into Russian. I really don't speak English this much, so I'm pretty sure you can understand me. And uh, one thing I don't really again I don't really can I say it? I don't really use um any special tool or something here. Just my just my blockout primitive basically. So the last one is going to be this is going to be the last area here. Let's um let's start working on his feet. Just to quick here, quick bit here. Yeah, let's start working on his leg. Let's duplicate this. I want this muscle, so let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward a little, extrude inward. Let's press divide. Let's add small volume here. Yeah, like this. Let's duplicate this. Let's delete hidden again. Let's extrude outward. Extrude inward. Let's press divide. Let's add a small bit of a volume here. And just like that, I have the other muscle here. I'm working on the quads. Uh, Now I want to yeah, let's delete hidden again. Extract outward, extract inward. Let's press divide, and yeah, that is the other muscle here. And always pull it here this way. Move out a little bit here. Put the knee area like this. Yeah, I find myself um I just happened to find this workflow. I was experimenting, but I can see this work works perfectly with my blockout workflow. So as you can see, I get my volumes right. So I don't really care about anything else. I'm just having fun extracting these muscles. Let's duplicate this again. Let's hide everything except this part. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outwards, extrude outwards. Let's divide, and voila. Again, I have my anatomy, right? As you see here, it is the anatomy, the leg. Let's duplicate this. That is the butt muscle. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward a little. Let's extrude inward. I don't really care about the geometry this much here. No, I want to care about the geometry. Yeah, just a single extrusion here will do. Just like this. Then a small intake here. Let's divide. Inflate this first. Let's duplicate this. Let's add the part here. This is all the muscles you get. Let's do hidden. Let's again extract outwards a little. Let's divide. And yeah, I have my muscles here, right? Let's duplicate this. Let's again delete hidden. Let's extract. Let's extract and again divide. Again, I'll be doing a few more passes for on the topology here. Then let's make the last two muscles here. Let's duplicate this again, delete hidden, extract a little. Let's extract inward. Let's extract inward a bit more. Let's select object to fix the normals. Let's duplicate this to make the hamstring here. Let's delete hidden. Oh, let's delete hidden first. Let's extrude outward a little, extrude inward. Let's divide again. Let's add a bit of a volume here. Let's move it upward a little. Oh, this one. Yeah, this is how I do it, guys. And I think let's duplicate this. Let's divide. Let's hide this. This is the last one. Let's duplicate. Delete hidden. Extrude outward a little bit here, like this. Inward, divide, and yeah. Let's duplicate this again. This is a muscle group here. So delete hidden, extrude outward, extrude inward, divide, and I have the muscle group here. So let's duplicate this. Let's add the bony landmark here. Let's delete hidden. See, this is very repetitive, so I'll probably do a small script, and this is going to be a nearly perfect, nearly perfect workflow to get your blockout to look amazing, as you can see here. Let's duplicate this again. Let's delete hidden. Let's extract outward. So the script and everything will be a free update once I am done, of course. So once I'm done with it, it's going to be a free update for all the ultimate IM primitive users. Let's duplicate this again. Let's extract. Thanks, Santiago. Thanks. Indeed hidden. Let again extract, extrude inward, divide, and just like this. And the final part here. Final extract, and divide, and yeah. Let's duplicate this again. Let delete hidden again. Let put outward, extrude inward. Let's divide. Now I have the people need landmark here. This area. Now let's duplicate this. Add. Let's delete hidden. Let's extrude outward, extrude inward. Let's divide. Let's delete hidden. Oh, let's add a wall and delete. So this is the bony landmark here. So yeah, this way. And I will duplicate pelvis. Where is the pelvis? Oh, I have the and yeah, this is it. This is the final result, I believe. I can make, let's say first, I can always make first number 4 here. I want to have only my low poly here. I want to have this as, I'll show you. Not good at speaking, so I'll just have to show you where the shoulder. Yeah, arm. His upper arm, his lower arm, his hands, basically, yeah. Hands and fingers. Where is shoulder? I think this is one. Yeah, this is the one. His feet. Want to have his feet, his upper leg, lower leg, and his feet, his low poly feet. So this is the low poly lockout. So as you can see here, pretty much a generic superhero blockout. So let's press let's press uh let's save first. Number 5. Let's press merge visible just to have it whole thing as a let's press merge visible one more time. Now I have a separate subtool here. Let's make a quick turnaround. This is the this is the end, guys. Sorry, it took me a bit of a time here. So this is the low poly lockout. Let's save here. Low poly for 0. So this is the low poly. Control N. Let's make side by side high poly and low poly. So we went from this to basically this one. Where is it? Yeah. Let's like in yeah, this. Let's hide this. Let's press merge visible again for this one. Let's just load the merge one without the poly line. Here, let's press auto group, auto group, auto group. So we basically went from this to this. It was a really fun, again, a really fun experiment. But not the intersection here. So went from this to this. It was really nice and super fun. Oh, polish for one. So this is our guy here. So let's make a turnaround for this one. So this is it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And yeah, see you in the next one. I'm going to block out maybe a female this time, because I usually don't block out females this much. I don't cover them too much. It's pretty much the same, much a much smoother shapes, not to pushing shapes, you know. But yeah, thanks so much for watching and see you guys next week. Thanks. And remember, before I go, you can always you can have my blockout and my ultimate IMM brush on ArtStation and Gumroad. And if you want to check out my other work, of course, you're very welcome to do this. So, thanks so much for watching and see you guys in the next one. Bye.